Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will be sharing how I learned to love without getting attached. I always had the cliche Bollywood idea of love because that's the only thing I have seen. But now I know that love without attachment is the best kind of love. After knowing this concept of detached love, it makes so much sense to me, and after watching this video, it will make sense to you as well. I'm gonna share some points that will help you also understand this better, so let's get started. First, let's talk about difference between love and attachment. They seem similar, but they are very different. So love is selfless and unconditional. On the other hand, attachment is selfish and very much conditional. Attachment in a romantic relationship is more about how he is making me feel, what he can do for me. When you are attached to someone, you are worried, you are clingy, you are needy, you feel possessive, you want to change them. You start thinking your partner owes you something because you love him. Attachment feels kind of like ownership. You think, oh, he is in a relationship with me, he's mine now, he's part of my narrative now. And that kind of thinking is so unhealthy. Love is about being selfless and loving the other person without any conditions, and oneself is not really involved in that. To make you understand better, I'm going to give you a reference from one of my favorite movies, Jab We Met. In that movie, Aditya loves Keith, but he doesn't want to possess her, he doesn't want to change her, he doesn't really want anything from her. Yes, he feels a little bad when they part ways, but he bounces back pretty fast. He carries on with his life, continues to work hard. He is not desperate to be with her. Then we have our lovely Geet, who is attached to her boyfriend on whole another level. When he doesn't behave the way she wanted him to behave, she becomes a total mess. She becomes depressed and sad and is not able to cope up with that for months, and that's exactly why attachment is so unhealthy. So love doesn't hurt, attachment does. Hope it's a bit clearer now. Moving on to the second point, take your relationship one day at a time. We have a tendency to think about our future a lot. Everyone does it. When we start talking to someone new, we start thinking, oh, now he's going to fall in love with me. Now we are going to be girlfriend and boyfriend. Then we are going to get married. We start obsessing over the outcome. But it is important to consciously remind yourself that there is no guarantee of anything. Obviously, you should hope for the best, but there is nothing you can be certain of. Your partner has the right to leave anytime, and so do you. You need to stop obsessing about the future and change your thinking pattern to this. I have limited time with this person because eventually we lose everything. This time can be 5 months, 5 years, or 50 years, but I'm grateful that I'm getting to spend time with him because I like him so much and I like his energy so much. Whatever time we have together, I feel grateful, I feel blessed to have him in my life. Focus on enjoying the experience with your partner rather than focusing on the outcome, because that is not in our control. This way you will stop obsessing over things like, where is this going? Where do you see us in future? What are we? Point number 3, detachment doesn't mean indifference. Guys, please don't confuse detachment with indifference. I'm not asking you to become a cold, distant, emotionally unavailable person. No, that's not what I'm talking about. If you're thinking, now I will not call him up as often, now I will not respond to his texts quickly, I will stay detached. That is not detachment. That is indifference. That is lack of interest in a person. Detachment simply means being in control of your emotions even when you are in a relationship, so that you don't become a clingy partner who's dependent on the other person. You know that your partner can leave you or break your heart or can betray you at any point, but that is not going to stop you from investing your time and energy in him because you value his character and his energy so much. That is love. Tip number 4, learn to be happy on your own. I think this is the most important point. You have to find happiness within yourself. I have made a video sharing few things that have helped me become a happier person. You can check it out if you're struggling with something like that. If you are unhappy in your life, it is not your partner's job to fix that for you. That is something you have to do on your own. If you are going to rely on your partner to make you happy, then you will become so dependent and you will basically just use them to fill a void that you couldn't fill yourself. If you are genuinely happy on your own, content on your own, and then you decide to be with someone, you know you really like them and you're not with them to fulfill your need. You need to be happy on your own so that in case things don't work out, you always have your own self to come back to. Like this phrase, "you complete me," is so wrong. No one can complete you. You have to complete yourself. You have to be whole on your own so that you know you don't need them in your life, but you want them. In the best kind of relationships, two people who are complete on their own come together and decide to support each other, be loyal to each other, and have reasonable expectations from each other. Tip number 5 is to use affirmations to rewire your thinking. Affirmations work really well in all areas, and you can apply those to your relationship as well. Change will not happen overnight, obviously, it will take some time, but if you take conscious decision, it will happen gradually and it will help your relationship a lot. I'm just gonna share some affirmations that might be helpful to you. I'm not afraid to lose people who don't want me, who don't respect me, and who didn't bring any value in my life. I'm okay with any way the situation goes because everything always works out in my best interest. I'm not strict on my idea of how everything should be. I am aware of my feelings without letting them control me. Other people and myself can flow freely, and I let go of all expectations. I focus on my own energy and my own life. What's meant to be will always find a way. So guys, that is it for today. I hope you found this video helpful or insightful. I'll see you next time. Bye.